Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over the 2023 Funkoverse Tournament at Gen Con. My partner for this tournament was Bo from the Good Move Play-by-Play Funkoverse channel. He live streamed this whole thing, so if you would like to check out the actual footage from the tournament, be sure to check out his channel in the description. But today I'm just going to be going over the first two games that we played, and in the future I will go over the rest. For our first game, we ended up playing Flags on Themyscira. Our team consisted of Ilnam and the Night King, and our opponent's team was Batman and Mask Manager. Their extra character was the Bride and Junho. To start off this game, we decided to place our characters in a way where we could take advantage of Ilnam's call for aid, and that is why they are positioned the way they are. The first move that the opponent made was two basic moves by Batman to move towards the D point marker. Then on our turn, we decided to do a basic move for Ilnam and then call for aid, which moved Night King adjacent to Ilnam. We knew that this would either set us up to get a point marker early or maybe push ourselves towards the flag. And after we saw what our opponent did, which was Mask Manager doing two basic moves, we decided to just have Night King beeline it towards their flag and do two basic moves. We knew that this would work out because we go first at the end of the next round, and we would be able to get Night King adjacent to their flag without them being able to stop us. So at the end of the first round, the score was 1-0. To start this second round, we went ahead and just had Night King do two basic moves to be adjacent to the flag, but also where he could not be challenged by a rival, which meant we had to avoid grappling swing by Batman in any of Mask Manager's ranged challenges. After the opponent determined they could not stop him, they just went ahead and had Batman do a basic move and interact with B. To gain our own points, we had Ilnam do a basic move and interact with B while also not being able to be seen by Mask Manager to avoid his ranged challenges. This meant that Mask Manager had to then do a basic move, and then Mask Manager decided to do a rapid shot, which ended up failing against Ilnam. At the end of this second round, the score is 4-1. To start the third round, our opponent had Batman do a basic move and then interact with the C point marker. This felt like a slightly inactive move, so what we decided to do to take advantage of that is have Night King do a basic move and then Ice Spear on the Mask Manager. That way, if we knock down the Mask Manager, Ilnam has a free way to the opponent's flag. Instead, this Ice Spear failed and Mask Manager stayed standing. And in turn, our opponent had Mask Manager do a basic move and then rapid shot to challenge both Ilnam and Night King. In our favor, Ilnam did not get knocked down, but Night King did. With Ilnam standing, we decided to have him do two basic moves towards their flag, and I really think this is what won the game for us. At the end of this third round, the score is 4-2. To start this fourth and final round, we just had Ilnam do two basic moves towards the flag. We knew that leaving Night King knocked down could leave him vulnerable to being knocked out. That is only 1 point for our opponent, and us getting 2 points with Ilnam is a guaranteed win. And with no blue ability tokens for our opponent, we knew there was no way for them to stop us. Our opponent then had Mask Manager use Take Aim, which ended up failing against Night King. We then had Night King rally, and then our opponent had Batman just finish with two basic moves. In the end, the score was 6-2, and that ended the game for our first victory of the tournament. For the second game of the tournament, we had Flags on Dracula's Castle. Our opponent's team consisted of Captain America, Wonder Woman, and their third character was Jon Snow. This team was also a little bit more scary than the last one, because we recognized them from the finals of last year's Gen Con, where they were a runner-up. So at this point, we knew that they knew how to play the game and that this was going to be a tough game. Our opponent won the coin flip and had to go first, but even with this, we didn't really know exactly how we should set up our characters to start this round. So we settled on this formation, even though we could not take advantage of Ilnam's abilities for extra movement. To start the game, Our opponent had Captain America do a basic move, and then Captain America did I can do this all day. And with that, they did a basic move and then interacted with the B point marker. We decided just to have Ilnam do 2 basic moves towards C so we could possibly take that in the next round. Wonder Woman, for our opponent, did 2 basic moves towards the D point marker, and Night King did 2 basic moves towards Ilnam. At the end of this round, the score was 1-1. To start the second round, we went ahead and had Ilnam use Convincing Smile, and we had Night King do a move 2 and then a challenge 2, which was successful against Captain America, and then we had Ilnam interact with C. With hindsight on this move, I probably would have went with something more passive, because sending Night King in to challenge Captain America if we lose, worst case, Night King gets knocked out, and our best case was knocking down Captain America, but then he also has a red still, so they can just use I can do this all day to stand him up and then do more actions. Which in turn, that is actually what our opponent did. They had Captain America use I can do this all day to stand up. Then they had Cap do a basic challenge, which failed against Night King, and then they used No You move, which also failed against Night King, and they pushed him away 1 square. We got very lucky that both of those challenges failed, because if either one of them would have succeeded, we would have been in big trouble. So with that, we had Night King do 2 basic moves towards the flag, and then our opponent had Wonder Woman do a basic move and then interact with D. At the end of this second round, the score is 4-2. To start this third round, our opponent had Wonder Woman do a basic move and then do a basic challenge with the champion die against Ilnam. They ended up rolling double crits against Ilnam, which is impossible for him to block, so he was knocked down. We decided to go ahead and leave Ilnam knocked down as a little bit of a bait for Captain America to try and challenge. So what we did is we had Night King do 2 basic moves towards Ilnam. Our opponent had Captain America do a shield throw against Ilnam, which ended up being successful and knocking him out. In turn, we were able to place a white minion in front of Night King, blocking the line of sight from Captain America to Night King, which means that he could not do another shield throw this round. Captain America then did a basic move towards the A point marker. Because Ilnam was on the cooldown track, we just had to exhaust him. And the score at the end of this third round was 4-3. At the beginning of the fourth round, we knew that we had it won. All we had to do was have Night King do 2 basic moves towards the enemy flag, and then our minion blocked the entrance to their flag, keeping them from being able to go and challenge Night King to keep him from scoring a point for us. While this did not get us all the way to the flag, we had the yellow ability tokens for Ilnam to make sure Night King could get adjacent to the flag. For our opponent's move, they had Wonder Woman do 2 basic moves towards Night King, and then for Ilnam, we had him use Turn It Around, which is all allies do a move 1. So we decided to move Night King onto the flag, the white minion closer to the flag, and Ilnam won. And then we just exhausted him because there was no other way for us to gain points with his turn. Our opponent had Captain America go and interact with the A point marker and then do a basic move towards our flag. And that was the end of the game with a score of 6-4, and we are now 2-0 in the Funkoverse Tournament. With all of that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this recap video. And as I said, this is just games 1 and 2 of the 5-game tournament that we played in at Gen Con. I hope to get the rest of these videos out in the next couple of weeks, but if you don't want to wait, please make sure to check out Bo's video that he has posted on his YouTube channel. If you have any suggestions on how I can improve this video or have better insights, please feel free to comment that and let me know. I'll see you guys in the next video.